check out the new Like a Dog shirt sticker pack right now. 3 stickers, a shirt, and a postcard on sale now at friendomarket.com.
Boys and girls, this is the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, and you're listening to Going In Raw, baby.
What's up, it's your girl, Sasha Banks, the legit boss, and you're watching Going In Raw. You like that?
This is Shayna Baszler, and you're watching Going In Raw.
What's up? This is the most must-see WWE superstar of all time and his lovely, gorgeous wife,
Marie.
and you are going in SmackDown Live.
This is the glorious one, Bobby Roode, and you're watching Going In Raw.
Hey guys, this is Charlotte, and you're watching Going In Raw.
What's up? It's the moonwalking, trash-talking princess of Staten Island. I want to remind you all that Mela is money, and you're watching Going In Raw.
Hi, this is Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke watching Going In the Raw.
This is the knockout artist, Cassius Ohno, and you're Going In Raw.
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to right here. YouTube.com/Steve and Larson. And available wherever fine podcasts are. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notify bell next to it to make sure you're always getting your new Going In Raw daily notifications. All that wonderful Going In Raw content. And especially if you make sure you hit the notify bell and you sign up, I think you gotta say, I want to be notified for the community tab. We post polls there last night. Monday Night Raw, I posted a poll asking the community tab people what they thought of Raw.
Good idea.
Actually, I'm sorry, I did this 2 hours ago.
Not last night.
But it was with regards to last night's Raw.
Gotcha.
But in the last 2 hours, 1,500 people voted. Yay, only 9%.
Yeah.
Nay, 18%.
Yeah.
Somewhere in between, 35%. And just barely edging out somewhere in between, didn't watch with 38%. But 38% didn't watch is a lot better than like 50% didn't watch, which was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So, yeah, be sure to have your vote heard whenever I post those polls.
We need to do like a 538 level analysis of all these polls at the end of the year.
Dive into that math in a heartbeat.
Really? Okay, that's on you then.
So, yeah, no, too much to do.
I mean, you just volunteered for us.
Well, I love 538. That's like my favorite podcast. So, yeah, we're right there. We're also on the Patreon at patreon.com/Stephen Larson. Real terrific way to support Going In Raw. Starting from as low as $1 a month.
It goes a long way.
You get this show ad-free for $1 a month, and it really, really, really does go a long way. And, in fact, we signed up a bunch of new $1 patrons just yesterday in the last 24 hours. I'm going to give them a shout-out right now. Colin Boorhill, Khalil Haywood, Chris, I love this name, Autumn Breeze.
Oh, wow.
Autumn Breeze. Whose last name is Breeze?
Tyler Breeze?
Oh, yeah. Good, yeah.
Drew Breeze?
Drew Breeze. But if you have a kid and your last name is Breeze, you have to name them Autumn.
Ocean Breeze.
Ooh, that's nice. Moving on, Zachary Hebert, Adam Greger, Kevin Oyer, and Ryan McElroy.
Thank you, everybody.
Ryan McElroy, that sounds like a tennis player.
Well, there's John McEnroe.
John McEnroe.
There's Rory McIlroy, who's a golfer.
There you go.
That's probably what you're thinking of.
Yeah, sounds like some sort of tennis golfer guy. So yeah,
two-sport athlete.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, like Brock Lesnar's going to be.
Yeah.
How'd you like how meta Paul Heyman was getting last night? I couldn't make more of a guarantee if you knew this was predetermined.
Oh, yeah.
Who just used the word predetermined?
I know. Only him can get away with that.
So no, it was, and then, yeah, we're also in the land of audio podcasts. A great free way to support Going In Raw. Leave us a rating, review, or a comment, and, of course, sub to us. And with whatever podcast app you're using, it really does help get the show some exposure. Before we get into the Raw stuff, I wanted to mention this. Yesterday, you know, we're the Halloween season is upon us. Tomorrow is Apex Halloween Day.
Well, it's Halloween.
It's actual Halloween
it's the
Prime.
Actual day of Halloween. We will be dressing up, right?
Yeah, we're gonna be dressing
up.
up.
My shirt's over there.
Oh, cool! Right on.
I remember to bring the right shoes.
My stuff's at home. I'm gonna drop off Alabama wearing my costume.
Oh, good idea.
So we'll see if anybody.
Maybe I should go to the gym tomorrow wearing my costume.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, and then come in smelly.
Yeah,
that'd be good.
Yeah.
I did give I put a call out for friendos who might have dressed in their Halloween attire for the Halloweens. And in fact, I got this tweet yesterday. I'm going to put it up right now for the people who can. Oh, that didn't work. For the people who in 1983, for the people who are watching this on YouTube, because I said I was going to do it, and now I'm going to do it.
Do it.
Let's see if I can find it.
You do.
Let's see how quickly it's going to take. This is a lovely outfit. Let's see here. 9083. Let's see if I can do this. Oh, here we go. This one here. Thank you very much. Okay. This is coming to you from Kevin. Oh, Kevin Oyer. Oh, the patron I just listed off.
Yeah.
Him and his girl dressed up as Miz and the Maurice.
That's a good-looking Intercontinental title there.
That's a good-looking couple right there. Look at them. They look like $1 million. So thank you very much for sending that in.
Thank you.
Hopefully you guys had a good party or whatever
Yeah.
you went. Maybe you're just walking around the mall like that. I don't know what you're doing, but that's pretty cool.
I just realized that not only will we be dressed up in our costumes for tomorrow's SmackDown recap, but also for Matt Chat.
Yeah, that's right.
So if you got any questions for Matt Chat, theme them appropriately because we will be in costume.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, maybe get in costume yourself. Like Zach Stolp is usually in costume. Because he has the title.
Yeah, he has a variety of titles.
So, I mean, unless he's like legitimately a IWGP friend of ours champion.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know what organizing body would bestow such a title upon him.
Tim Maloney here in chat claims that my Maurice accent is his favorite. My Maurice. It's just basically like Borat. Very nice, Miz. I will accompany you to ring. Why was I not in Battle Royal? I am too busy being best mother. Anyways. Raw in a nutshell, dude. What'd you think? I watched it. I was so scatterbrained watching it. I feel. Yeah.
Well, there's so much going on. Like last night I got home kind of late because we were here.
We're gonna make excuses for why we like half-assedly watched.
No, I
Raw.
watched Raw. I sat and watched Raw. I wasn't on my phone playing solitaire or anything like that. I was much like when I was watching Evolution. I was sitting down watching Raw, taking notes on my phone.
So yeah, I'll explain really quick.
Let's settle this all right now.
We got to settle this right now because this is, I know it's a bone of contention. I got your back this time. I mean, there have been times when both of us, you and I have been getting on each other, get off your phone. Like me, it was a while ago, you lately, get off your phone, we're in the middle of a podcast. I put up the supercut version of our live stream reactions to Evolution.
Yeah.
And whenever there was a finish or something significant happened, I looked for those moments, I cut them up, and
hopefully entertainment ensues. Yes.
What I kind of failed to recognize, even though there was nothing I could do about it,
nothing you could do,
was whenever something significant would happen or there was a finish, you would then for the point of the damn podcast write down notes.
Yes.
And because you're streaming the pay-per-view from your laptop, you do your notes on your phone.
Correct.
And I do the streaming in the super chats.
Super chats, yes.
And so it looked like every time
like I was on there just looking at shoes the entire time.
Something happened, you're on your phone when in fact you're just writing down notes.
Correctamundo.
So I don't know. Yeah, but then the comments lit up with Tarzan, get off your damn phone, which I get. The optics aren't great for those 10 minutes of.
No, I understand that too. However, unless I bring 2 laptops to the office, I have no recourse.
Well, I think from now on I'll just set this to super low latency.
Yeah.
And then we'll
stream off the
the Fire Stick.
Fair enough.
Yeah. That's good enough.
Yeah.
Who cares? Or I'll bring in my other laptop. We can stream off.
I have another laptop at home too. One that I can't really stream off of, but I can take notes on.
Yeah. So whatever. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. If it's that bad of a look, then yeah, we can do that.
So yeah, I don't know. Raw was whatever.
Anyway, I was gonna say sorry. Last night I did watch Raw not in its entirety. I watched them this morning, but I paid attention to it.
Yeah, okay.
When I wasn't eating chips.
Yeah,
I was snacking on chips, a lot of it. But I had like a crazy night last night. I went and bought a couch.
Oh, congratulations! So that's good.
Well, I mean, it's a couch. It's not a huge deal.
Man, you can celebrate some shit in life. You really can.
I mean, it felt more like an obligation. I need a couch in my house. I need something to sit on because right now we have no couch.
You in a Steve chair or what? What's going on with that?
We covered this yesterday.
Where are you on Steve chair?
So I didn't get home till 8 something, and so I started late. Had to catch up by fast forwarding through commercials and recaps.
That's the best.
It is.
Yeah.
But sometimes when you do that a lot, especially when you have to fast forward through a lot of recaps, I know it's all stuff we've seen. I feel like it interrupts the flow of how the show was programmed.
You think so?
And it feels jumpy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't mind fast forwarding through commercials.
I've gotten used to Raw being jumpy for me because on Mondays, I'm just like, dude, I ingest the entire thing. I don't feel the desire or the need to sit there through every commercial and every recap. So I will, by and large, I'll wait till like the West Coast. Sometimes, like I'll check it out, like to see if it's if it's really gonna grab me. If it's gonna grab me, then I'll stick around. But if it's kind of par for the course, I'll I can't say this about SmackDown or NXT or NXT UK for certain. I can't say this about pretty much anything else, but with Raw, it's freaking 3 hours. So I'm gonna watch it so that I damn well get some entertainment value.
And looking through, considering this is a go home show,
I gotta bring up my notes.
There really isn't a whole lot of consequence going on.
I think the biggest thing, and what I put in the thumbnail and the title for this episode,
that's the most important thing to mention for the show. And as you said, yes, you did that. It's the announcement of Ronda versus Becky at Survivor Series.
Brand versus brand again at Survivor Series, which makes me very happy because up until last night we had no idea.
Yeah.
We didn't know that was going to be the case.
I'd read stuff that said that they weren't sure if that was even going to be the theme of Survivor Series this year. So I'm happy it is.
Yeah.
So we'll get champion versus champion.
And there's also something that might be kind of on the sly.
We could get Nakamura versus Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
We would get probably AJ versus Braun.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Yeah. They're going to have to crown a new Universal Champion before then so they can do brand versus brand.
Mm-hmm.
One of the more interesting things about this, there is the possibility, especially given how, and I know the circumstances are different because the Universal title is up in the air right now, but Ronda's a big deal. Becky's a really big deal right now.
She's probably the hottest star in the company right now.
Could this be the first? Have we seen a big 4 pay-per-view main evented by the women's division? This is a prime opportunity for this to happen.
Yeah.
Because I don't think there's any guarantee that come Mania, I don't know how long this Roman thing is going to take.
Oh, it's going to be a while.
You think it's going to be a while? It's going to be like a year or two? Maybe. Okay.
Could be a year.
All right.
Because it's not just going through, depending on, I mean, granted, I'm not an oncologist, but just based on what I've seen people talk about.
Yeah, okay.
It's not just the treatment.
Mm-hmm.
You have to recuperate from the treatment.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he has to get back into ring shape.
Yeah.
After treatment.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a while.
In any event, even that, they could use if they were thinking Mania women's main event with Ronda Rousey and like Charlotte or something. Mm-hmm. Although right now Becky's obviously way hotter than Charlotte. Yes. If that's what they're thinking, this could be sort of a litmus test to see, or a
trial balloon.
A trial balloon. Thank you. That's what I was looking for. Could we do this with WrestleMania? Could we make it even bigger? Could we do Ronda versus Oscar, Ronda versus Charlotte? Although I'm not sure either of those are bigger than Ronda versus Becky right now. I don't think they are. I don't think they are either. Especially for the very least crowd response.
Yeah, I'll say at least in the eyes of the fans, it's not.
Yeah.
In the eyes of Vince, that's another story entirely.
That's true. And so this could be, like you said, a trial balloon. This could be a test to see if they can pull off, to their expectations in terms of mainstream attention, buzz, et cetera, et cetera.
Here's the only thing that would probably get in the way, potentially, if they follow through with the whole brand versus brand thing as they have the last couple of years, is that the last 2 years they've done it. It's been the Raw versus SmackDown Survivor Series elimination match as main event of the show. I believe 2 years ago it was. I think last year it was too.
Yeah, well, yeah, but given that they kicked this off, not with brand warfare, because that was the A story.
Oh yeah,
we don't really know how much the Rousey versus Becky can be an A story because how was Becky going to start attacking Ronda? I mean, maybe if that's 3 weeks from now. Becky could totally start attacking Ronda. They had their little back and forth at Evolution.
South Newton says Goldberg versus Lesnar main evented 2 years ago. That's correct. My apologies.
Yeah, and obviously that was a big money deal.
Yeah.
And if it's true that we've heard now that WWE apparently is so happy with the Ronda Rousey thing that they're going to be looking at other high-profile female athletes in the non-WWE world, in real sports world, like Serena Williams is the name that's being thrown out there.
I saw that. I don't know how much credence I put in that, but I saw that headline.
Do we know where that?
I think it was like a Business Insider or something like that.
That's cool. They have like a dirt sheet there, a Business Insider?
Maybe.
So even if there's a kernel of truth that they're happy with the Ronda thing, so they're going to, continue to look at that. That could mean that they're happy enough that this thing's going to main event. And we've heard that Vince has been really, really big on Becky's sort of, reign so far and just prior to the reign. So I don't know. I mean, we could see our first Big Four women's main event.
That would be awesome.
That'd be great.
Let's do some super chats, and then we'll get to the recap in full. Ryan Rugani, hey guys, 36 years alive today. Any chance Becky wins since it's a non-title match? Doubtful. Ronda's not losing anytime soon.
Yeah, she's not losing anytime soon, but man, I don't know. I mean, if it's gonna be the main event, that might lessen the odds that it's gonna be. But that crowd might be deflated as shit if Becky loses clean. So I don't know, man. I mean, you've got a pure heel and not a pure heel, but you got a heel and you got a baby. You have a tweener. I mean, at the most.
Oh yeah.
But Becky, she does heel things. The crowd just loves it.
Yeah.
You have two really strong personalities, one on one side, one on the other side. There's a lot of things you can do, I think, to make everybody go home happy and not have anybody look bad. Got to be a bit clever, but I think they can do it.
Yeah. It's just me. Hey, guys, it's my birthday today. So many birthdays today. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
So I was hoping that Steve could wish me happy birthday, happy one in his Undertaker voice and Larson in his Corbin voice. Thanks.
It'd be more effective if I actually had your name, but here we go. It's just me. Happy birthday to It's Just Me.
It's just me. You're not me.
But
happy birthday to you.
And happy birthday to Chris.
And happy birthday, Ryan Rugani.
Gilda and Paul Lenkick. It's kind of a birthday because they bought a Like a Dog shirt. And if you buy a shirt during this live show, I'll read your name like the Undertaker.
Friendoholic Taker, please put Jordan Sherman down like a dog.
Jordan Sherman,
Jordan
you're going down like a dog.
Friendoholic is Mr. Blue 7. Did they book Rousey versus Lynch too soon?
No, man. Strike while the iron's hot, right?
Yep.
Do it.
Winemaker, you wankers just figured out what you're doing.
What does that mean?
I don't know what that's in reference to. Winemaker.
He said that 6 minutes ago. What were we talking about 6 minutes ago?
I don't know. I kind of feel like... So I guess.
Oh, that big softy Winemaker. Yeah, I think he actually talked like this. You wankers just figured out what you're doing. Oh, lovely. My name's Winemaker. Would you like some tea? And scones. What a lovely day it is. Anyways, let's talk about this episode. Oh, wait, I'm going to go to the Discord really quick where I am the current IC champion over these mutant dwellers. I don't even want that title, those mutant dwellers.
Yeah, toss in the garbage can.
Diddly Doodler.
Like a Shane Douglas thing.
Yeah. Diddly Doodler says, did Taker sit tall? Did they stand tall, Kane and Undertaker?
No, I feel like DX has to win this. Wait, no, Triple H won last time? So, yeah, Brothers of Destruction have to win this one.
Yeah, which I guess can set up. Are we allowed to be talking about this? We can talk about Crown Jewel, right?
Yeah, I guess
we're not, no predictions, no live stream, no recap.
Yeah,
but we have to talk about stuff that's happening.
Yeah, because they announced the World Cup brackets. They announced that John Cena's not going to be in.
I know. Yeah, they did in the stupidest way possible.
Well, they announced that Bob Lashley was going to be in instead of John Cena. They say why John Cena wasn't going to be in.
I mean, Baron Corbin did. He didn't earn it. You did. You're in now.
Yeah, I guess.
That's all you need from Baron.
Throwaway fashion possible.
That's all you need from Baron. Josh Little, really quick here before we get into this. Dean was doing a Jericho last night. Do you think it could last till Survivor Series before he speaks? When are we going to hear Dean speak?
I don't think it's going to be that long.
You don't think so?
No.
All right. Anyways, the show kicked off with Baron Corbin with the Universal Championship.
I'm Universal Champion.
What did you think? Did he look good with that Universal
he looked like
title?
$1 million, man. Give him that belt, please.
No way, man.
Yeah, man.
He did look, I'll be honest, he did look pretty good with it.
He looked great.
It looked like it kind of fit, and he even said it fit. So, anyways, he comes out, and so there was a couple people here in chat mentioning this. They really did. Look, the Roman Reigns thing is a big deal. You know, I personally don't really feel like they crossed any lines. I'll say this. I could be wrong, but Baron in character was supposed to be a tad callous about the fact that, life goes on. He said that. Life goes on. Baron the performer looked a little uncomfortable saying that. Didn't he?
I felt like Seth felt a little uncomfortable when he had to bring it up, too, during the Dean segment.
Maybe I'm projecting. I don't know. But I felt that from Baron. You felt it from Seth.
A little bit.
I feel like maybe they went just a scotch over the edge with it because they really played it up.
Yes, I mean, especially during the Dean Seth thing. I mean, I guess considering the circumstances last week when Dean turned, you couldn't ignore it per se.
Yeah. It got the response they wanted too. He's got all those boos coming down on him.
But I just hope going forward it's not a huge part of the story.
They need to drop it by Survivor Series.
No, they should drop it by next week.
Yeah, they should. I'm being realistic though.
No, I know they should. Like last night, Seth addressed it. Said, you turned your back on me on like the emotionally important night in the Shield's history because of this, and then that should be it.
Yeah.
What's beeping? What's making that
it's
noise?
my computer over there. I can go over there and hit mute if you want to continue on.
The mics are
it might keep happening. Anyways, Baron, he has the Universal Championship. He says we got to move on, and then he's interrupted by Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman. They come down. Baron Corbin tries to start cutting like a pump-up promo for Brock Lesnar. He said, "Look at him there. He's the beast. He's the best." And then Paul Heyman stopped him and said, "You do your shtick. I'll do my shtick."
Yeah.
And he cut a Paul Heyman promo. Which we've heard a bunch of times where he guarantees Brock Lesnar's going to win.
It's a spoiler.
Yeah.
It's not a guarantee.
He says, "Let me spoil this for you." And then he says, "Even if I were to say," what did he say? I said it earlier. Something like, "I am guaranteeing this so much, even if it was predetermined, I would still guarantee," or something like that. I forget what it was.
Yeah.
But he used the word predetermined.
Yeah, that's funny.
Which was pretty funny because he's really sure. It's like, Paul... That's exactly what it is. Exactly what it is, Paul. But I appreciate that he's living in a universe where it's not.
Yeah.
You have to appreciate that a little bit. So, anyways, what happened
then? Braun came down to the ring.
How scary was it watching Brock stare at Baron? He just looks like he wants to eat everybody.
I know.
It's terrible.
I'm going to win the title, beat you, and then he gets Brock's face. Baron tries to separate him. Braun pushes Baron. Baron tries to hit Braun. He eats a power slam. And then another. And then Brock has the Universal title in the corner.
Yeah.
He's like, "Go ahead. Keep on beating him up." And so he power slams him one more time. Brock drops the belt. F5 for Braun.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious. So we do this live at 11 a.m. Pacific, which would be, 2 p.m. Eastern? The recaps. A couple people have noted that they're unable to rewind the DVR aspect of it, and that's because we've selected the lower latency thing so we can answer chat and questions a bit quicker.
Yeah.
If y'all want that turned off for tomorrow, just let me know if it's overwhelming. Maybe I'll do some on the community tab. I'll post a poll. Poll.
Let the people decide.
Otherwise, you just get it live, man. It's live, baby.
Yep.
So, I'm sorry, where were we at this point?
F5 for Braun.
F5 for Braun, yeah. Brock stood tall going into Crown Jewel.
Oh, yeah, because he's so not winning.
Pretty much guarantee. And does that guarantee there's not even going to be a... I don't know. I don't know if they're going to crown an actual universe. There's only 3 weeks of Survivor Series. I feel like they have to. Unless they do a tournament at Survivor Series, or they do...
I don't know.
They can't go half brand versus brand and not half brand versus brand.
It has to be
one or the other.
Full-fledged.
Yeah.
Brand versus brand.
Declare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it seems like afterwards we're going to get Braun versus Drew.
I love Michael Andrews just said, "I like being able to rewind, but I also enjoy quicker answers." Michael, you got to choose.
It's a complex situation.
You're on the spot here, man.
Next, we had Finn Balor following his victory last week, taking on, once again, Bobby Lashley. Leo Rush dropped a promo before Bobby made his entrance.
Shout out to young Liam Wagner.
37 times he said Lashley
37 times during this match, and then I think a couple more during a promo afterwards.
He does have an earpiece in.
We didn't think so last week, but then a bunch of people confirmed.
And then this week I noticed
This week, definitely double confirmed.
Yes.
He had an earpiece, so...
Vince is still feeding him lines.
He's still, Lashley. Like, you think you get the point at this point. It's like, Vince, all you're saying is telling me to say Lashley.
When to say Lashley. I know when to do it pretty much every time.
Yeah.
All the time.
But he's how old is he? 23-year-old piece of gold? He ain't going to say that to Vince McMahon. He's a 70,000-year-old piece of gold. So... Anyway, Alex C says, I like not being able to rewind and much slower response times to questions. You idiot. Anyways.
So Leo Rush comes out and said, win last week shouldn't count. You beat him by a roll-up.
You're a fluke.
Yeah.
Yeah, a fluke. Finn.
So Balor and Lashley have pretty good chemistry.
They do.
Like the last 2 weeks, both matches have been pretty entertaining.
Lashley's, I think part of it is, well, number one, these two guys, I think they're just good chemistry guys in general.
Yeah.
Like Finn always has really good chemistry with basically everybody.
That's true.
From like Baron Corbin to like obviously a guy like AJ Styles, another chemistry machine. Bobby Lashley's kind of an underrated chemistry guy. Have you noticed? Like he can have good matches with everybody.
Yeah.
Like his creative's always terrible, but he can have really good matches with everybody.
Man, that backstage interview later on with Leo and Lashley, when Lashley doesn't get to say a word.
I was happier when they talked to Baron because at that point Lashley was sort of saying his piece.
Yeah.
Lashley's such a good personality, and he never gets to show it. I'm telling you.
I know.
I just had to watch a couple weeks of him in Impact towards the end, and I was like, man, I've never seen this Lashley before, and it's very engaging.
Yeah.
Like, he's super intimidating when he's being a dick.
I don't get it.
Yeah, me neither, man.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
So towards the end, Finn goes for a coup de grace. Leo Rush kind of distracts him, pushes him off a little bit. He sets up for another coup de grace. This time, Leo knocks him completely off the top rope onto the apron. In plain view of the referee, Finn wins by DQ. Bobby goes to the outside, destroys Finn all over the place. Back in the ring, Leo's on the mic still. He starts talking a bunch of trash to Finn, slaps him a few times.
Yeah.
Bobby drops him, picks him back up. Some more slapping, some more trash talking.
Yeah. He says, you don't smell like money. You don't look like money. You're not money.
Dorian Moore says, hey, Larson, you said DDP went to the Hall of Fame without winning a title. I said, imagine if DDP had went to the Hall of Fame without winning a title.
Oh, you're giving a DDP-esque example, a guy who cleaned up a bunch of people.
Yeah, on Matt Chat.
Do you think he went in primarily for that or primarily for his actual
I think it was everything.
His career accomplishment.
Because he was one of the top stars in WCW back in the day, man.
Yeah, he was.
I was a huge DDP fan.
Yeah, DDP was great.
Yeah, he was awesome. After that, so they're slapping Finn around a little bit. Leo looks at his phone. They're getting beckoned backstage. So they leave. Commercial break. Come back, and Lashley and Leo Rush are walking into the trainer's room, and there is Baron getting tended to after 3 power slams.
I like that Baron sold those power slams throughout the episode.
Yeah.
I think the Elias thing was maybe the last time we saw him, but he was still selling it there, and that was really cool. So yeah, Baron's in the trainer's room.
So I was really impressed by that beatdown on Finn.
He's been a pain in my side for weeks now, so I'm really grateful he did that. In fact, and Lashley said, Finn's good, but he's not as good as me. And Baron said, you're right, and to reward that, I'm going to give you you're going to be in the World Cup tournament, Cup to determine world.
Best in world.
And then Lashley was like, all right, that's awesome. Wait, hold on. I thought everybody was already, it's all filled. And he said, I'm going to give you the spot to a guy who didn't earn it. And now he's being difficult to work with because he doesn't want to go to Saudi Arabia because he's got morals and stuff. John Cena. He didn't say all that, but he did say he didn't earn it, which is true.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good out.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Raw GM say, you didn't earn it.
You didn't earn it.
And so Lashley's in. And then I think, did we get the brackets at that point? Do you have notes for the brackets?
No, but they show the brackets a couple times. So the first round matches are Lashley versus Seth, I believe. And then Dolph versus Kurt Angle on the Raw side.
I'll put it this way. Seth and Ray are on opposite sides of the brackets. I will be very disappointed if they pull the trigger on a Seth versus Ray finals because I'm not going to watch it.
I know.
And that's going to be...
The amount of TV time they're dedicating to Kurt Angle.
Oh, yeah.
Makes me think he's going to win.
Yeah, that could be.
Because Lashley's going to beat Seth because Dean's going to get involved. And then Kurt Angle will beat Dolph. So we'll get Angle versus Lashley.
Yeah.
Angle will go over.
Hold on.
He'll reach the finals. On the other side, it was Hardy and Miz.
We're not gonna watch the damn thing, but we can damn well.
And then it's Ray and Orton.
That's annoying. Shows.
So it should be Hardy. No, it's going to be Miz beating Hardy and then Ray beating Miz or Orton because they kind of set that up for the Miz TV segment last week. And then it's going to be Miz versus Ray in the semis on the SmackDown side. Long story short, it's going to be Angle versus Miz in the finals.
You think Lashley's going to beat Seth?
Yeah, because Dean's going to interfere.
Yeah, okay. Kurt moves on from Dolph. Yeah. Lashley versus Kurt?
Yeah, Kurt goes over.
What evidence do we have from TNA that...
oh, you're asking the wrong guy that question.
And then the other side, Ray versus Randy?
Ray's going over.
Miz versus Jeff Hardy?
Miz going over.
Really?
Yeah, because they had a Miz TV segment last week with Rey Mysterio.
Ray versus Miz, that makes sense.
So I think it'd be Kurt versus Ray.
Kurt versus Bobby, okay. That makes sense. Kurt versus Ray, and Kurt goes over. Kurt beats Ray. Oh, man. We'll never know. We're not even going to know the results.
No.
Not going to find out.
Well, we probably will in the following episode of
Yeah,
Raw.
there's going to be a ton of, recap stuff.
Oh, yes.
On the following Raw.
They might try to show basically the entire show, knowing people aren't going to watch
it. Oh, man. They're going to trick us.
They really are.
They're going to swerve us.
Ooh. After that, as we mentioned earlier, they announced that Ronda versus Becky is happening at Survivor Series, and they showed a WWE.com video of Becky and Ronda meeting on the red carpet after the show.
Somebody else should have written that. I wasn't huge on that. Hey, champ. Hey, champ. How are you doing, chump? That'd be great if Becky finished it by saying, anyways, I'll see you there,
chump.
That's a Simpsons gag. So yeah, they were just kind of tense. Ronda was trying to be nice, but Becky was being a dick, calling her champ, but very condescendingly. And Ronda started doing the same thing over and over again. It was kind of silly, but I didn't care. I was like, oh man, they're doing it. They're doing it for Survivor Series.
Great.
Gets me very excited.
Same.
After that, we had Lita and Trish and Natalya and Sasha and Bailey
against the Riot Squad and Mickie James
and Alicia Fox.
A 10-woman tag match.
Yeah.
It was all right.
We discussed this yesterday during our Evolution recap. There's plenty of people in the age range of Lita and Trish. Do they come back for full-time contracts, full-time schedules?
No. I think they might stick around for a little bit, though. That was the impression I got.
That'd be cool. They can still flip and go in the ring. So
they can still do that moonsault. Looks great.
Oh, yeah. In any event, Alicia Fox ended up tapping out to the sharpshooter.
Yeah. I'll say this. Natalya, Sasha, and actually everybody seemed immensely tickled to be in the ring with Lita and Trish.
Yeah, they did.
They even the heels and the Riot Squad, they could barely contain their excitement. There was one point where Liv was just beaming.
Yeah,
she was so happy to be there. It seemed like.
Yeah, good showing for Riot Squad.
Yeah.
Alicia Fox ended up tapping out. Next up, we had again, it's kind of an awkward segment, a Nia Jax interview. Where she was being asked about, her win at the Evolution Battle Royal.
Yeah.
And, that she's going to be taking on. She's like, well, Ronda has Becky next, but then after that, I got dibs.
Yeah. And then Ember Moon walks up because, was it Kayla Braxton mentioned, you eliminated 4 women from the Battle Royal. However, Ember Moon had the most eliminations with 5.
Yeah.
So she walked up. And I actually thought Ember Moon's delivery was pretty solid throughout.
Yeah, it was fine. I mean, I've gotten used to the fact that she's not like werewolf person. She's sort of just, happy, but then she can turn on the intensity. She's great. But then just the interchange, the exchange between Nia and Ember when they're both just like standing there smiling, talking to each other. I don't know. It was just awkward.
Yeah.
It was awkward.
I think it's kind of supposed to be.
Well, yeah, I know, but I think it was the performance. It was the dialogue was just crap. I don't know. It's probably the same guy writing the Riot Squad stuff.
Probably.
But we had a match, so that was cool.
Yeah, Ember challenged Nia to a match.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, that's where this all led to. Next, we had an Elias promo. He is firmly a face now.
Firmly a face, but he's still kind of a dick.
Yeah, he still has his ego.
Yeah.
He still feels like he's gracing everybody with his presence.
Yeah, he's
which
the living
is good.
truth.
I think
yeah.
he's just going to stop talking trash about cities.
Yeah, exactly. Which I'm so happy with. Dude, if they had a King of the Ring tournament next month, he would win.
Oh, yeah.
He's at King of the Ring level circa like midnight, late 90s.
Yeah.
He's that guy.
Yeah, he is. He definitely is.
Because they had him flip and win clean, too. So, yeah, he was he did his little song, and then he said, you know what? There's a guy that needs to hear my song because I wrote it for him. Baron Corbin, I'm going to go back there and give him a personal concert.
He seems like he said he seemed like he's in no shape to be out here.
Yeah.
After getting power slammed by Braun.
Yeah, and he showed the footage of Baron getting hit with the guitar. Didn't he mention like hanging out with Ric Flair or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. So he decided to go backstage and give him a personal concert. He went backstage, and Dana Brooke comes up to him and says, hey, or she runs into him and says, hey, can you sing a song for me?
Says, for you?
No. See, that's enough for me, man.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good
He
stuff.
keeps walking. He ends up in front of Baron's office. He starts to perform, and then he's attacked by Jinder Mahal.
Yeah.
And then Baron comes out and goes, see? Jinder attacked you. You have match with him next.
Now, and it's going to be now is when your match is going to be. So they have a match. Yeah, they have a match. And Elias picked up like a 5-minute victory.
Yeah, with Drift Away.
With Drift Away, man. That was good. So Elias is going to have a face win streak now.
Yes.
He might, with all this Dean Seth stuff, that Intercontinental title might fall out of that scene and land right into Elias's lap.
Could be.
Because it's going to be either him, maybe Lashley is prime for that spot, maybe, but I kind of feel that IC title has his name written on it.
Yeah.
I kind of feel that
seems
way.
like a pretty safe bet at this juncture.
Or he's going to like win sort of a mid-card Raw versus SmackDown brand versus brand thing. They might not go like make it the A story. They might do like a really entertaining mid-card version of that.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah, I think that would benefit a lot of people.
Because the mid-cards are so strong these days. But like look at who you have over on Team SmackDown. You got Ray, you got Jeff Hardy, you got Randy Orton.
You got Nakamura.
Well, he'd be in a title match.
Yeah, probably Joe.
And then, I mean, those are like...
You got Miz, you got Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Neither of them are going to be in a title shot if it's all brand versus brand.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Then you're starting to enter main event territory.
Well, that's the point. I mean, that's because the mid-card, there's such a
Then over on the Raw
line.
side, you got...
Elias, Lashley.
Drew.
Finn. Dolph, I guess.
Yeah.
You know. So, yeah, you got a lot going on there.
Next, we had a Kurt Angle video package, kind of like recapping his career in WWE. And then he dropped a pretty good iPhone promo, maybe from his basement gymnasium.
Yeah, man, he was doing some cardio or something. He was sweating.
He had a whole rack of weights behind him.
Yeah, it was looking great. After that, we had
a triple threat tag match: The Ascension versus Bob Roode and Chad Gable versus Authors of Pain.
The Ascension's powers seem to have worn off a bit.
Yeah, we had
they were dispatched with fairly quickly.
Yeah, this is really quick. We had another really awkward Chad Gable and Bob Roode promo.
I'm so over that.
They don't have any chemistry.
Zero. Talk about no chemistry whatsoever.
Bob Roode, whenever he smiles, it's the most pain thing. He
looks like he hates Chad Gable.
He doesn't seem terribly happy.
And there's no like. Here's the thing. You can literally see the lack of chemistry when Chad Gable is talking to Bob Roode in that promo about what the thread count is on his robe. He's like, it's got to be over 800, right, or 500, something like that. And Bob Roode doesn't know what to say. And that's not that's anti-chemistry right there. There's no witty comeback.
Bob Roode is not feeling this character.
Is almost when scripted promos are a necessity.
Yeah. I felt like that was a scripted promo.
What was Bob Roode supposed to say?
Yeah.
Just at the very end, Bob Roode, you're just going to trail off awkwardly.
I know. I don't know, man.
There is no chemistry.
No chemistry between them.
Are they like what's going on in the rental car? Because they're traveling together.
Yeah, probably.
They have to be. It's just silence.
Yeah.
And then Chad Gable's like, "Hey, do you want it?" Nope.
They each get 1 hour with their MP3s.
Right, exactly.
And they alternate hours depending how far. Yes, their Zunes. Yes. how far the drive is to the next town.
Yeah.
They drive together, but they don't share a room.
No, they don't. No. Chad Gable's like, hey, can I? And Bob Roode just closed the door.
Sorry, single queen in here.
Privacy is glorious.
I know. He just puts the little sign on the doorknob. Do not disturb. I need my glorious sleep. And every time Chad's like, you booked the double queen room, right? And Bob's like, yeah, sure. Opens up, sorry, single queen.
Sorry, single queen.
Anyways,
he's in across the street.
Rude picked up the pin on Victor after like a rolling suplex neck breaker combo. Don't talk until
when they he says when they stop for food, Bob Roode goes into a different restaurant. Which one are you going to, Chad? Oh, I'm going to go over to the Chipotle over there.
I'm going to go to Perkins. There's a country kitchen over here. That sounds delicious. So you know Bob Roode's making more money.
Yeah. Yeah, quite a bit, probably.
So Chad Gable has to like eat cheaply.
Exactly.
And Bob Roode can afford that skillet over at Perkins.
Perkins.
Oh,
good,
man.
That's good.
After the match,
laughing at misery is hilarious.
Anyways, afterwards, AOP, they lost the match, but they destroyed everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Just this Raw tag division is not good, but there's a spark, which we'll talk about later on, which was announced after this match. Lucha House Party.
Yeah.
Can't talk, I'm so excited. Lucha House Party apparently are on Raw now.
Yeah. So are they just picking apart the corpse of 205 Live?
Kind of feels that way.
Is that what's going on? Or are they just so hyped into the Lucha House Party that they're looking for a new wave of talent to come into 205 Live?
No, I think it's more likely is like our Raw tag division sucks. We don't really have champions right now.
We got these guys who hate each other. We got these guys who are managed
by
a 12-year-old child.
We got these guys that seem to hate each other. We got what really is probably one of the best tag teams in the entire company that we just constantly dump on. And then the Ascension. Let's inject some freshness into this tag division. Who can we find?
Yeah, Lucha House Party is the freshest tag team.
They're really good. I like Lucha House Party.
Me too. They're so much fun to watch.
I'm just kind of bummed out that apparently they got called up because I really enjoy them on 205 Live. Hopefully they moonlight between the two brands.
This is what you wanted, though. You wanted a clear path to main roster. They got it.
Oh yeah, in that sense, I'm very excited. However, it's going into the Raw tag division, which, to paraphrase the Ascension, is a wasteland. It's in bad shape, but hopefully they're bringing Lucha House Party in to revitalize it.
Yeah, I hope so.
I really hope so.
To give it a revival,
yes,
if you will.
Even though the revival should be at the forefront of that.
Yeah.
Oh man, they're so being wasted. Anyways, next, Seth Rollins came to the ring, dropped a promo.
He talked about, all the well wishes.
Do you really feel like he was broken up enough about this whole thing? He seemed really matter of fact.
So here's the thing. Last week when the heel turn happened, a couple people noted this and it made me remember it, and I was like, yeah, that's a really good point. When Seth was telling Dean after Dean laid him out that it's okay. There should be more of this is my brother and I'm going to figure out what's going on here because I know there's more to this than meets the eye, as opposed to, he was instantly combative, and I don't think he really, that wouldn't have been.
Well, it started out him. He did say he's my friend and he's my brother during his promo.
Yeah,
and he also said maybe this is my fault. Maybe my turn 4 years ago. Those wounds never truly healed.
Yeah.
So he was self-reflective, which was nice. It was a good touch, and he did seem like he was in the mood to work things out or at least talk about it, and that's why he called Dean out. But with Dean, I guess, being up in the audience, being completely non-responsive to his pleas, his questioning, maybe that just pissed him off.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
I mean, him, saying "come on down here," that didn't mean it's wrestling. They got to fight. But it felt like, I don't know. He seemed like too at ease with it already. Yeah,
I feel you. The atmosphere was more of a.
I was like, all right, well, this happened.
Yeah, like he should have been like, they come back from commercial and there's a spotlight and he's sitting down in the ring and he's got his tag titles.
No, it's like Raven.
Yeah,
sitting in the corner.
Yeah, exactly. Something like that, or doing those,
sulking a little bit,
or doing empty arena promo.
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, that wouldn't have worked.
It would have been an interesting moment to see what if he had the tag titles, both of them with him.
Yeah.
And like threw him in the middle of the ring and was like, hey, these are ours. This is a bond.
More real, more internalized drama.
Yeah.
And not like, come on down here, Dean.
Yeah, I know.
That kind of stuff.
Yes. Anyways, Dean does show up. He's in the crowd. He doesn't say anything.
No.
He just kind of sneers.
So
He's got
Dean
a fresh
says,
haircut, though.
or Seth says, yeah, Seth is
He's got a
all.
new jacket.
His face looks bigger. Seth says,
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Right?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just the hair not being down.
Well, he's bulkier, too.
Yeah.
So maybe he's just, ingesting more calories.
Creatine.
I don't know if that makes you retain water or anything.
I thought creatine does.
Oh, it could.
I think it does. I think I read that once.
It could.
I don't know. But anyways, and Dean says, oh, that's great. You're mocking the Shield by coming down. Going up over there. Come on down here, Dean. Fight me like a man. Lashley. Lashham.
That didn't happen. Lashham.
Did you see the sign?
Yeah, I like ham. Ham is delicious. So Dean just kind of wanders back, and then the segment ends awkwardly with Seth music playing. Next, the aforementioned Bob Lashley interview where Leo Rush does all the talking, and Bob Lashley doesn't look happy to be standing there not doing anything. So at one point, he just starts doing this. Starts posing.
At one point, somebody got a still of it. I forget who it was. Of him just doing this.
Yeah. And it wasn't like he was trying to be intimidating.
No.
He was bored.
Yeah.
He's thinking, well, I could be doing so much more.
Because I'd be fighting Sami Callihan right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And wondering.
Imagine the match I could have with Pentagon Jr. right now. Anyway, they're just talking about Crown Jewel.
Yeah.
World Cup. Next, Nia Jax versus Ember Moon. This is an interesting distraction here. Because they were having their match. Tamina walks out. She walks out to ringside. Both Ember Moon and Nia Jax are distracted. However, Nia, who seems like Tamina's primary rival, is the one who overcomes the distraction, elbows Ember, hits a leg drop, picks up the win.
That was a good-looking leg drop, too.
Oh, Nia's got a great leg drop.
Yeah.
Leg drop. And so there's like a stare down between Tamina and Nia Jax in the ring.
So we're going to get 3 weeks of that.
Yeah.
No, we're going to...
They could be on opposite sides of a Survivor Series team.
Yeah.
No, they're on the same brand. No, they're not.
Yeah, they'll have to like learn to coexist. I don't know. I mean, I get the idea of the feud. Tamina's like NWO Nia Jax.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, it's good for Tamina.
Yeah.
This is going to be a Raw blow off.
Yeah, I know. Next, Lucha House Party versus The Revival. It was great to see The Revival on TV because it seems to happen so infrequently. And it's awesome that Lucha House Party got called up. I just hope they're used to their fullest capabilities because they're really good.
They got a win.
Oh, yeah.
But it was against The Revival. It was a fun match, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a really fun match. I'd like to see these guys go at it for like a little bit longer.
Yeah, give them 25 minutes.
Yeah.
In a takeover type environment.
Yeah. Probably never going to happen. But Kalisto got the pin on Scott Dawson.
Correct.
After a Salida del Sol. But yeah, it was fun. And I like Corey Graves is very anti. What do they call that? Was it like a pinata they have or something?
Oh, Penelope.
Penelope.
A pinata, yeah.
It was pinata, yeah. Yeah. It was fun.
Yes. Next, in more or less the main event of the show, Dolph Ziggler versus Apollo Crews before the match.
Apollo Crews getting the main event-ish spot.
Yeah. Before the match, Dolph and Drew dropped a promo. Dolph was hyping up his match against Kurt Angle, saying he looked up to Kurt Angle, given their mutual amateur wrestling background. Drew said, now that we got the Shield business out of the way, I got my sights on one thing, Braun Strowman, the Universal title. Which is definitely what we're getting after Crown Jewel.
Yeah. Yes. I'm still curious about how they're going to handle that at Crown Jewel.
Hopefully the outcome is Drew winning the Universal title.
That'd be nice.
That'd be incredible.
What match would we get then? AJ versus Drew?
Imagine how awesome that would be.
That'd be great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I kind of want to, especially after last year when we saw AJ versus Brock.
You want to see what AJ can do with Braun?
Yeah, because Braun,
that could be good, yeah.
Braun gives a shit, you know? Just put that damn title on Braun.
It was a strong showing from Apollo Crews, that military press slam he did in Dolph. He was holding up there forever, and then did a shoulder press with him.
Yeah, I like that. I like that with Apollo Crews. I do feel like, I mean, obviously this is the lowest on the list of priorities in terms of like the Roman Reigns thing, but in terms of the shuffle they had to pull off to fill the void of Roman Reigns leaving, Apollo Crews obviously got the short end of that particular stick because he was obviously going to have
a feud with Elias.
A feud with Elias, which I think might have helped both guys, and probably would have helped Apollo a lot more than Elias. Unfortunately, it seems like they're still giving him a high-profile match, but it was a loss against Dolph. So I don't know. I mean, that's a feud I guess I wouldn't mind seeing. I mean, hey, Dolph Ziggler, he's the gatekeeper.
True.
So maybe Apollo Crews is the next one to go through the gate.
Could be.
Maybe. I hope so.
Could be.
After that, we had the main event segment. The brothers, they're just also old.
Yeah.
That really got him. I mean, I know they've been doing this for weeks and weeks.
And I feel like they're saying the same stuff. They have been for weeks on end. And Kane was in full-on Mayor Glenn Jacobs voice. He didn't even bother try to put his kayfabe voice on. You know?
I think here's the thing. With all the activity that they did last night, they're so old. And like, it's just they just look old.
They are old.
I know, man. I know. So anyways, the Brothers of Destruction take 10 minutes to get to the ring.
Undertaker talks some stuff.
Yeah.
Kane says a few things.
We're down dog. And then Kane.
And then hit break it down.
Yeah. Yeah, right as Undertaker was saying, rest in.
Break it down.
Yeah.
But they didn't have the DX stuff flashing on the screen.
That really bugged you.
It did, because that's what you're supposed to do. All sorts of whip pans and
Riot
and zooms in,
and then footage of
and
riots,
then the stuff flashing on the screen.
and
But there's all sorts
running.
of slow pans of the crowd. Way to get the energy up for DX.
Oh, but dude, Triple H came out with some glow sticks.
Yeah, I'm not into glow stick DX, man.
Two glow sticks.
I'm not into glow stick DX.
And he gently chucked him into the crowd.
Yeah.
Here you go. And then HBK didn't follow him, and he was like, oh.
He was like,
he
one
did this
second.
emoji thing. He said, right over here. And then right when he was going to do this, the TV direction cut to, this is like terrible TV direction.
It really was.
It cut to Kane standing there. No, Kane got out of the ring to approach them. And that was the big distraction, because then it cuts back to Triple H and he's doing this thing, the Outsiders thing. And then Undertaker in the ring realizes, the ruse.
It's a trap.
Finally, after having been in the business for 30 years, he realizes, there's probably a guy behind me.
He's been had.
He turns around. Michaels darts past him.
Super kick.
Undertaker's down. HBK does some crotch chops,
but we don't see it.
Which they don't have a camera on him to see it. We see it from the backside.
We see the motion of him doing this, and then it cuts too.
He gets out. Kane gets back in. Triple H and HBK are going crazy with the crotch chops. We only get a glimpse of that because the TV direction's so bad. They're waiting for the Undertaker to sit up. He finally sits up, and HBK and Triple H look freaked out.
Kind of.
A little bit.
Moderately.
A little bit.
It was. I don't know. It wasn't that good of a segment. This is the go home, and it wasn't good.
Yeah.
So if they're trying to motivate people to watch Crown Jewel, they did a piss poor job of it.
Well, hey, we have. I forgot. Man, I keep on forgetting. There's too much going on.
Oh, our formal announcement of everything.
Our formal announcement.
We'll do it tomorrow.
We'll do it tomorrow for sure.
Yeah, we'll do it tomorrow for sure.
Because I have time to do that now after this show. But we've got a big deal coming up Friday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific.
9 a.m. I'll bring some donuts.
Noon Eastern.
And croissants.
Yeah, donuts, croissants over on the twitch.tv/Steven Larson. Ooh, we're going to get demonetized now. They're going to shut down our channel.
Taken down, man. You better retract that.
YouTube's going to go and
Let's answer some questions before Steve
gets us deleted.
Digs a bigger hole for us.
Okay.
Some question time. The Wrestle Dude, I animated Steve's Pipe Bomb parody, tagged you both on Twitter. Hope you like it. I thought I saw that. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. Thank you very much.
Diddly Doodler and Discord suggests they do a Bobby Roode and Chad Gable ride along.
Oh, my word.
Oh, that'd be great. It'd just be so quiet. Let's see here. All right, let me go to the Patreon.
Oh, there it is.
What's up? What's up?
The animated your pipe bomb.
Did somebody actually animate that?
Yeah, that was what Wrestle Dude just said.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, that's funny.
We'll watch that. We'll watch that in post-show.
Yeah.
That'll be post-show viewing today.
There you go.
GT Racer 88. Hey, friend knows my birthday yesterday. The big 3-0. Happy 30th.
Whoa.
GT Racer 88. Josh Little. Is it just me or Leo Rush getting effing annoying?
I think it's the point of
That
him.
is the point of it.
I mean, I'm not sure if that could have been avoided, but that's sort of the point.
I think that's the absolute point. It's kind of like a good way to get X-Pac heat, though. Wayne Maker, BRB, got to read my daughter a bedtime story.
Well, thanks for the money for that one.
Yeah.
Is he going to read a bedtime? Is it going to be the Samoa Joe bedtime story?
Dear.
The real Haas Big Rick says, what are the chances of Ronda versus Becky at Survivor Series?
It was announced.
It was announced
last night.
It was, yeah. See, he knows. I put this thread up. I put the thread up on Patreon like right before the show starts.
Yeah.
But it was his first question he's ever asked, so I got to ask.
Mark Harrison, with Roman out, who do they build as the guy going to the Fox deal? Is he currently on another brand? Is the next guy? We've been saying for a long time that Braun's got to be the plan B in case Roman's push never worked out. Unfortunately, Roman's had to take some time off due to his leukemia returning. So it's not in any way close to ideal circumstances for Braun to kind of step up. But I think Braun's probably that guy.
He's probably been preparing for that for a while now because he seems to have been the plan B for a while now. James Fletcher says, I start my pro wrestling training 5th of November. Isn't that Guy Fawkes Day? Remember the 5th of November?
It is.
Ooh. In Manchester. Once I've finished what Going in Raw based finisher should my finisher be?
Well, it's going to be Spanish Fly Starship Pain, right?
Boy, that's hard to do, though.
I know. That's the official finisher, Going in Raw.
All right, James, you've got your charge. He says, always love your content. Keep up the good work because it's real.
You got another option? Chops. Flurry of chops.
Yeah. Has anybody used that for a finish?
Probably not in 60 years.
Just go with just go old school, man. Armbar. No, arm drag takedown.
All right. Off the top rope. Richard
Warrior
Ely.
Splash. Use a Warrior Splash.
Oh, dear. Richard Ely. Why does WWE think we want to see the same match each week, even in different variations? Shake it up. Give me Lashley versus McIntyre or Seth versus anyone else.
Well, then you're not really booking like feuds and stuff. You're just randomly throwing stuff at the wall, which I would be okay with, but I think that's probably why.
Burning Fortress. Is Finn's Nebula the only one, or can he suck things in there like Rude and Gable's charisma? Wow.
Like their chemistry, man.
Josh Little, I sent you guys something that arrives tomorrow. Awesome.
Nice.
We'll be on the lookout. Thank you, Josh.
Horton, here's a new writer. Which crowd was better, Evolution or All In? Man, so we were live at All In, and we watched Evolution on the television with the sound down a little bit. But holy moly, All In was a loud-ass crowd.
Oh, heck yeah.
That was a loud, rowdy crowd right there,
it was.
man.
But from everything we've heard, the Evolution crowd was very loud and very enthusiastic.
Good question here, the unprettier. How do you see WWE excusing Bryan from his title match at Crown Jewel, and who will take his place?
Someone just posted on Twitter that Cultaholic did a video about that.
Oh, really? What'd they say?
Well, Cultaholic just had possible spoilers on Daniel Bryan's WWE Crown Jewel replacement. But it's a video, so I'm not going to watch it on air.
Yeah, okay.
It's when we're done, maybe.
Oh, I know you guys aren't watching, but imagine. Oh, they're saying almost potentially.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Well, we'll find out tonight.
Oh, wow, Daniel Bryan out of Crown Jewel.
Ooh, okay.
This is from WrestleZone.
From WrestleZone.
Open link, please.
Open link, please.
While that loads, Alto asks, Big Mac or Whopper? What do you prefer? Big Mac or Whopper? There's too much bread in a Big Mac. It's 3 pieces of bread. And
yeah, but they compress it so lovely. I think it's a winning recipe. I do.
You remember when you could get Whoppers for $1?
Yeah, man.
Man, that was great. I used to get 2 of them at a time.
I'll be honest. I think I like the Whopper better. I like Burger King better than McDonald's in general. Yeah. But then if I have that McDonald's like fiend.
Yeah, if you're fiending for McDonald's, there's only one thing. Nothing replicates that.
Right. So what did they say?
PW Insider was saying they was also hearing that one plan was to record their championship match at the Performance Center. AJ and Daniel Bryan.
What?
That's what it says. But PW Insider reporting that Daniel Bryan is not going to make the trip to Saudi Arabia to compete in Crown Jewel. No word on replacements. Interesting. LeVar Ball's neck. Cheesy tots or regular tots? regular tots. But I'm a cheese type guy.
I don't know if I mean, I've never had like. Every time I've had tots that have had like, you know, different stuff on it, like cheese, for example.
You know what's good?
Like, I don't know who does like the singular version of that. You know what I mean?
Oh, like the idealized version?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to make tots and just toss a bunch of cheese on it.
No, you can make them all soggy.
Yeah.
I've had tots with like pulled pork on it. That was really good.
I think these days when I look at tots with like, number one, tots, it's all too much. It's all too much.
In what way?
It's just too much. I'm trying to be cleaner these days, man.
Oh, gotcha.
You know what I mean? So you get tots is bad enough.
Mm-hmm.
I knew a dude. I saw a dude. No, I was at a bar once. And I was friends with like some of the bartenders, and they're like, "Hey, look at what this dude ordered." And he ordered like a giant thing of fries, and it had cheese and chili, and then on top of that, so it's chili cheese fries, like a ton of mayo.
Oh my god!
And I was like, "Bro, you're
mayonnaise
killing
is
yourself.
things too far.
You're killing." I know, right?
Even just from a flavor perspective, I don't see how that works.
Right?
Like sour cream, I would understand. People have sour cream with their chili.
But
that makes sense.
Mayonnaise is way too much.
I don't know. Wayne Maker suddenly got into food talk. Burger King burger with McDonald's fries and KFC
This
sides.
is just post show now.
I know, best fast food combo ever. And Alto says Angry Whopper.
Hold on a second. What twisted mind mixes burgers and I'm going to go over to Burger King, get a burger, and then I'm going to go to McDonald's across the street and get some fries for that burger. Man, those burgers are meant to be with their fries from the brand.
No, I don't think
you
so.
Cannot. That's horrible.
You got to expand your mind.
That's
a great
messed
idea.
up.
I mean,
when's the last time you went to a fast food restaurant and then went to another one?
I don't do it because it's not convenient.
Well, that's just part of the whole problem.
But this sounds good because I prefer the Whopper.
Yeah.
And then McDonald's fries are delicious.
The fries are meant to be with the related burgers from the brand.
If you give me some KFC mashed potatoes and gravy.
That's fucked up.
That sounds so good.
Dude, you're Wayne Maker, that's fucked up.
Great
man.
idea, Wayne Maker. I'm aboard with that.
That's horrible.
Alto says Angry Whopper or Black Halloween Whopper.
Well, you know what happens?
They have a green bun one now.
Yeah, and it turns your crap green, the same as the Black Halloween Whopper did. It's like bright green too, because it happened to me.
Jonah Thon, tater tot poutine is real. That sounds interesting. Some tater tots with gravy on it. That sounds good.
Oh, I mean, it's just potatoes, so yeah.
That sounds good.
He said Burger King. Man, what the heck is that?
You got such a narrow view of stuff, man. You got to expand your horizons.
I'm so surprised that you're not with me on this, because this isn't your typical expand your. This is like, hey, I'm going to be disgusting. Number one, if you're going to fast food, you're disgusting. So I'm going to be disgusting today. Trust me, I know. I do it plenty. I'm going to be gross today and go to McDonald's, but then I'm going to compound that by going across the street to the other disgusting place and then cross streams.
Oh, sounds good.
Y'all are crazy.
I'm super hungry right now.
You've gone too far.
Yeah, that's why. Do we have any more Patreon questions?
Probably. Do we have we're going to do pay-per-view today?
Yeah, well, you want to do Survivor Series?
Yeah, let's do Survivor Series. Carlos Davalos said, how do you guys think Mayor Glenn Jacobs' political career would be impacted by his appearance at Crown Jewel as Kane?
I don't know when he's up for re-election. By then, I don't know if people will care, if they care. Like his constituents, I'm saying.
Hey, man, if he does a good job, if he has a good job, Waymaker says, in my local area, I can have all that in 5 minutes.
That's
well,
cool.
So can I.
Wow, that's
I can go to McDonald's and then to Del Taco right next to each other.
Yeah.
But I don't. You don't cross streams, man.
Anyways,
Wow.
I just don't know if his constituents care. I don't know how they feel about the whole thing, if they pay attention to any of it. I don't know. That's really the question. It's interesting from a political perspective that he would do that.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, I guess it's his
He can say, I'm a man of my word. I had an agreement. I had a deal. I mean,
and he can also say that WB agreed to give $100,000 to Knox County for something that in the end he did it to benefit his constituents.
Yeah.
In which case they'll probably say, all right, well, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, it would be kind of a wonky, like, attack ad. Mayor Jacobs went to Saudi Arabia.
Took WWE money to benefit our community.
Like, how can anybody attack him on that? That's such a weird thing to do.
I know.
Oh, here we go. W.S. Fletcher said, I'm from Philly, so I had an ex that wanted Popeye fries and McNuggets. They're right across. Is this a thing? Oh my goodness! Do people do this all the time?
Maybe we should try it.
Oh man! Oh, can we try that?
Sure.
I'll try that.
You want to do that today?
All right, Waymaker. What do you get from Burger King and then McDonald's?
Whopper,
fries?
McDonald's fries.
Yeah,
we can at least do that. I don't know if there's a KFC nearby.
Can we do this for the Friendoville channel?
All right. Only if we do the green burger.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe we should do that for Friday.
For Friday?
Friday morning, 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Burgers and fries.
Waymaker Steve is a fast food segregated fascist. Oh, man.
All right, I'm doing Survivor Series 93.
You guys, maybe I'm just old. But Waymaker's old, too. What are you doing?
I'm old, too. I'm older than you are.
You're doing Survivor Series what?
93.
Series. All right, I'll do... What was the first Survivor Series?
87.
Perfect. I'll do 2007.
I believe Survivor Series was the second pay-per-view. The second pay-per-view they created after Mania.
How many matches do you have?
I have 6.
Why do we never have the same number of matches?
This is all like elimination, Survivor Series elimination matches. If you're going 2007, they might have got away from that format significantly by then. I can do a different one.
I've got 6. I just have to. I have 7 matches in total.
Oh,
I
gotcha.
Eliminate one.
All right. I'll go first. Singles match: Brooklyn Brawler versus Billy Gunn.
What year was this? 93.
Yeah.
Well, Billy Gunn.
Yeah.
10 Diva tag team match. Kelly, Maria, Michelle McCool, Mickie James, and Tori Wilson versus
Tori Wilson or NWO Tori Wilson.
Well, it's 2007, so it was actual Tori Wilson versus Beth Phoenix, Jillian Hall, Layla, Melina, and Victoria.
I'll go with team number 2.
No.
Darn it. 4-on-4 Survivor Series elimination match. The first team consists of Adam Baum, Diesel, Erwin R. Shyster, and Rick Martel, taking on the team of 1-2-3 Kid, Marty Jannetty, Randy Savage, and Razor Ramon.
Diesel team.
No.
Because Marty Jannetty was on that other team. I was not betting on him at all.
It's usually a safe bet.
Tag team match for the World Tag Team Championship. The champions, Lance Cade and Trevor Murdoch versus Cody Rhodes and Hardcore Holly.
I'll go Cade and Murdoch.
Yeah, they won. We kept them.
Another 4-on-4 Survivor Series elimination match. You have Shawn Michaels and his Knights versus the Hart family. And the Knights don't have names. It's like Reservoir Dogs. They have colors associated with their...
It's got to be the Hart Foundation.
Yeah.
Okay. 4-on-5 Survivor Series elimination match. Jeff Hardy, Kane, Rey Mysterio, and Triple H versus Big Daddy V, Finlay, Mr. Kennedy, Montel MVP, and Umaga with Matt Stryker.
Triple H team.
Yeah. Yes. Correct.
Next, a tag team match for the Smoky Mountain Wrestling Tag Team
Championship. Oh, that's awesome.
You have the Rock and Roll Express.
Who are the champions?
They were versus the Heavenly Bodies.
Rock and Roll Express.
No.
Fuck.
Heavenly Bodies.
Singles match. The Great Khali versus Hornswoggle, who had Mr. McMahon and Shane McMahon in his corner.
Hornswoggle?
No, Great Khali won but it was by DQ.
Oh, all right. I didn't know if interference up the wazoo. Next, another 4-on-4 Survivor Series elimination match. Team of Bam Bam Bigelow, Bastion Booger, and the Head Shrinkers versus the Bushwhackers and Men on a Mission.
Jeez, 2 loser teams. I'll go with Bam Bam's team.
No.
Fuck. Singles match for the WWE Championship with the Sweet Chin Music Band. If Orton had been disqualified, he would have lost the title. Randy Orton's champion, Shawn Michaels challenger.
Orton?
Yes.
Last match, the All-Americans, Luger and the Steiners and Undertaker versus the Foreign Fanatics.
No, that first team.
Yeah.
First team.
Crush, Jacques, Ludwig Borga, and Yokozuna.
None of that matters, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe, what's his face, Yokozuna. And then finally, Hell in a Cell match for the World Heavyweight Championship. The champion, Batista, versus The Dead Man, Powers of Darkness, Undertaker.
Taker.
No, Batista.
No.
I got 3.
Same here.
Nice.
LeVar Ball's next. As I remember when Pizza Hut buffet was a thing. Round Table still has a buffet, and it's delicious.
Fine.
Mountain
That's
Mike's.
good.
I think Mountain Mike's has a buffet too.
Oh yeah. Can we go to Mountain Mike's?
Yeah.
Anyways, that's it for show. Thanks so much, everybody.
Yes,
for
thank you
tuning
very
in.
much.
We appreciate it.
Ooh,
Oh
that
God,
is volume.
that's so loud.
So loud.
Anyways, that's it for show. Thanks so much for tuning in. Post shows coming up next. Patrons, stay tuned.
Yes, please.
Talk to you guys later.
Bye.